Hello, my name is Zhatelier and welcome back to another episode of Valhalla Vanguard in Aurora 4X. And as you can see now, we do have our troops here. It's not a huge army, to be fair. I'm not sure how much the enemy actually has. But I think we're going to try attacking them. We might lose this. I haven't actually given the transport any new orders yet. I should probably send them back to either Mimir or Valhalla. But I'm going to start. They don't have any PDCs. Okay, so we don't need to worry about that. We've had our ships at the orbit for a while, so I'll start attacking. And then I'm just going to quickly give orders for the transport fleet to go into... Well, first to Alta, and then I think I'm going to send them to... Siofan, so we're going to go to Mimir. And we'll then load in troops from there. I mean, we'll probably let the old transport stay there for the time being. Or at least separate it so that we can send in reinforcements a little bit quicker. Now, since that's the first time that I've ever done ground combat, I'm not sure how quickly it's gonna start happening, but I'll go with 1 hour first, see what happens then. Okay, Explorer 6 is having some problems with stuff. Let's actually quickly refresh the map to know where you were before. Right, you actually just probably got here to refuel. Yeah, you could use an overhaul. Of course, the overhaul over here is going to take a while. And since we're still doing maintenance for the Longboat 7, which has been here for a while, but that's fine. We'll get the population fixed in Mimir eventually, but let's go back to Ladur. So hour and no reports yet. Let's take a 3-hour report. It might not be. It might be like when the building ticks happen or something like that. Is when we get reports out of that. Gonna increase the increments here a little bit. How about a day? Now there might be something happening. Okay, let's have a look from here. So, maintenance problems on some of the ships here, which is a problem. It really is a problem. Our ships have been out here for a while now, and some of them were at the jump point for a long while, but... Right, ground combat. Total attacking strength 122, so the combat ratio is 4.8 on our favor. Chance of Attica unit loss 2.1. Current combat bonus on some of these commanders has increased. Casualties inflicted on enemy ground unit estimated loss is 1%. First Mobile Infantry Battalion Church of Thor. Casualties inflicted on enemy ground unit estimated loss is 50%. Second Garrison Battalion. Okay. Well, that's not too bad. But we'll take another day. I think it's like a daily report or something like that. But so far so good. Although that wasn't one of those because we got a factory restored over there as well, so it is every 5 days, I think. At least that would seem reasonable. But I don't think we took much damage, did we? We can check that in a little bit. Okay, Explorer 1 doesn't have any destinations. Oh no, you do still have some asteroids that you are surveying. You've done a lot of asteroid surveying, haven't you? I'm guessing you have, yeah, you only have 2 left. Why don't you go through one of these? We have found more precursors, by the way, in one of these systems over here. I'm not sure if there are links there, and we did actually explore the other jump point from the door just to peek our heads in there to see what was there. While we were doing the almost, well, not quite a year, but like 8 months time skip or something like that. Right, but let's get back to the door. Although we don't necessarily need to be keeping an eye on this exactly, but I'd like to see what's going on. Also, we got our oiler coming in to refuel our ships. Minerals located on more of the asteroids, fair enough. After the next battle phase, I'm gonna check how much. Oh, could not be completed. Let's have a look at the oiler now. Is it completely out of fuel or at 10? It's at 10%. Okay, that works. How much did it refuel then? If we have a look at strike force. The 91%. It's not too bad. Now, I could technically use our missiles to shoot down. If we have any more missiles, we could technically shoot down at the ground forces, but I think our troops are doing just fine. If we have a quick look at the troops in here, then I don't think we've lost any. At least morals are good and readiness is 100%, so I don't think we've taken any damage yet. Which is fine by me. We should be getting another battle report now. Okay, the ratio is now 6.4, so yeah, we did do a decent bit of damage in the previous one. And doesn't look like we got some of our officers gained higher skill, but I don't think we actually inflicted any casualties on them. Let's go a few more turns to see what happens. Or did we actually... Oh, hold on. No. It's just the ground forces thing lags behind a little bit usually when the planet moves. Yeah, so far so good. I mean, if it was, what, 6.4 damage, we salvaged another wreck over there, excellent. There's not too many left around here anymore. Some of our fighters are still there and so forth. And a few more enemies, but most of the salvaging has already been done. We have a lot of old components in Alta A1, which is the place where we're picking up all the resources from Alta. Should be getting another battle report now, presumably. At least the game is thinking for a while. Okay, overhaul completed for Longboat 7, finally. Ground combat. Still the same ratio. Enemy casualties 23% on the Mobile Infantry Battalion and 17% on the Garrison Battalion. Okay, so I think on the next tick it's gonna be even better ratio. But yeah, chance of attacker unit loss was only 1.6%, which is not too bad. Now, technically we do need to give the Longboat 7 some orders. Real quick before we get... Or you know what, I'm just gonna disable these orders for now. Hopefully I'll remember later on, just so that it doesn't spam there. I want to see how this ground combat goes. Secondly, can we actually destroy them? I don't think we can, but maybe. Or at least if we can capture the planet itself, we can technically have our troops take their shore leaves here. Oh, and we found another system, a lager, and it doesn't seem to be a huge one. It does have ammonia planet, so there might be an NPR here actually. Might be. Oh, actually, let's keep an eye on this system then. Hold on, this was in Ultra, so this is what is leading to Moonin. Well, not directly, but after a little while, leads to Moonin. Explorer 4, you are now officially... Or are you? No, you still got moves that you explore. Basically what this one's been doing is... I don't know. It should be fine. Meanwhile, let's just hope that the battle goes well on Ladura. I mean, it seems to be going fine. Another Tark has returned back to Humir. We do have some ships that we do need to shuffle in and out from Valhalla to other places, but I'm not going to bother doing that right now. I'm just hoping to get the battle report. Should be actually happening now. Okay, let's have a look. There's a lot of things. We got another oiler, which is excellent news. We researched mining production 16. Started on construction rate 16. We researched railgun launch velocity 3. We didn't actually start any other research yet. We can do that. Then we restored... I'll just pull out the events thing here. It's a bit easier to see. So we restored infrastructure and failed on a roll there. Then tackle loss of 1.1% chance. Estimated losses 13% and 35%. I don't think the garrison battalion has much left. Then one of the officers died. Not too bad, but let's have a quick look at the railgun launch velocity research. Oh right, it is June already. So we've got 4 of these available, or 4 research labs, so we'll just take the missile and kinetics researcher. And right over here we got the 2 variants. They actually... I don't remember what's the difference in them. I know that this one is actually better, or at least it's the same speed as this one. So we'll start with that one. Then we'll queue up that one. Maybe get the warhead there. The anti-missile missile, which is also going to be better, I think. Well, at least it's going to be a little bit faster. I'm not going to get the close-in weapon system, because that's something that we are actually researching on Mimir itself. I'll probably queue up that one just to see what I was trying to do with that research. I'm not saying that it's any better, it might be a tiny bit faster actually, maybe. But the fuel efficiency and all that are so much lower that it doesn't have as much range. Right, so if we have a quick look at Mimir, I mean over here we are doing the magazine feed system efficiency 90%, still going to take a while. And if we have a look, we got a worker shortage of 20 million right now, which is not very good. Not very good at all, but we are ferrying some of the colonists from here, because this Njord has been basically at the cap that they can be with the current infrastructure for a long while. We're still ferrying in infrastructure there, but we're also using some of the older colony ships that we're doing the jump tender duty at various jump points. So they now are carrying 120,000 colonists each time they get here. And it takes, I think, about 2, maybe 3 months on each trip. So, like they're delivering the colonists over here, of course. And our racial wealth is plummeting, quite frankly. I mean, since civilians are not really doing anything. We're basically buying all of the production that they do here. Right now, anyway. Right, but let's keep on going, shall we? I'm not going to do anything about the ships yet. I just want to get the ground combat over. Then I'll start focusing on other things. But also, we're not that far away from the year 75, which is when we'll activate the invaders. Okay, Buri, you are now finally out of work to do. How much fuel do you have? 65%? Enough to go through the... Actually, no. Let's not use the standard transit. Use the squadron transit, and then we'll figure out what's on the other side. Oh, alien class scanned. Evidence of Gauss cannon rate of fire 1 found on Covenant. Okay. It's not very much. I mean, we already knew that they were having rather crappy designs, but I didn't expect that crappy. And we should be getting another battle report now. At least according to my calculations. Come on, game. There's starting to be a lot of things to calculate. Okay, we salvaged a wreck. Then crew morale's failing. Combat ratio is now 15. And we destroyed the garrison unit. The mobile infantry battalion lost about half the strength now, estimated at least. One thing that I will actually do is I will select the strike force first of all. Make sure that we don't have the shields on. And we're going to turn the actives off as well, just so that it doesn't anger our allies too much. Because I don't think there's going to be any enemies coming in. And we do still have the thermals and EM sensors active, so if there is enemies approaching, we will still notice them at some point. Just not maybe as far away as I'd hope. But yeah, we destroyed one of the enemies, that's good. Let's have a quick look at the salvagers. That was the Salvager 1, I believe? Yeah, Salvager 1. There's still room in the cargo hold. Let's have a quick look at what all crap we've gotten here in the stockpile, because I know that we've gotten a fair bit. Okay, the nuclear pulse engines, get rid of those. The active sensors, those are also rather bad. Then fire control. These are actually one of our, or some of our, but they are still... Now I'm going to scrap them anyway. I could have used them technically, but... And that one... Okay, that's one of the enemies. Particle beams. I haven't actually researched the particle beams, but I've accidentally been strapping or disassembling these in various places, and I'm probably not going to bother with particle beams anyway. Just get rid of these, so that's going to be a fair bit of wealth and minerals for us. Right, and let's get back to conquering a planet. I mean, so far so good. The battle hasn't been too bad. Right, alien contacts. Or the allied contacts. Basically, since we turned off our active sensors, we don't see the active sensor data anymore, but that's fine. But that might also speed up the game a tiny bit, since it doesn't need to check if our active sensors are spotting anything. Okay, we're about to enter through that jump gate. See what lies beyond. But now we should get some... Oh, we destroyed another ground unit, so I don't think they have any more ground units. Combat ratio 58.6. Oh, we have actually lost a little bit of troops there by the looks of it. Or we've taken a tiny bit of damage. If we have a look at Ladur... no, we haven't. Actually, our people have gained more morale, which makes them even stronger. And Crown Combat bonus has increased, so that's why the number has changed. I remember that it was not 123.9, but 120 something. So first I thought that it was 125, but no, it was 122, wasn't it? Right, but things are looking pretty good. Now let's just keep it rolling. We'll get in there now. That's a bit of a big system, isn't it? Okay, it has 3 stars. First one has a lot of moons in some gas giants and such. And some dwarf planets. Then the... Oh! A fully colonizable one. Well, that's interesting. And then there's another one that is kind of colonizable. It doesn't have some sulfur dioxide, so not quite ideal, but it's doable. And then the sea has also... Oh, right. It also has some planets. I wonder if there's any Lagrange points here. There is Lagrange point 1 and 2 over there. And there's a jump gate on this side as well. Setting up the position on the, actually here. Oh right, there was another planet here. There we go. So yeah, we've done a fair bit of exploration. I mean, I know that a lot of other people probably would have done a lot more in this time or amount of time. But there was a lot of learning process in this. But yeah, these two are not far away. And that's pretty far away, but it's mostly I'm worried about that one. Is there a Lagrange point or not? No, not by the looks of it. So going up there is rather pointless. Which, to be fair, I'm not really surprised. So look at this though. We know that they still have some ground unit. Actually, no, they don't have any ground units there anymore. Which means, can we... I wonder, in the next ground combat stuff, we might actually capture or conquer the planet now. Or, well, their population at least. Which would be quite nice. And our ships are salvaging a lot of ships. Mostly our fighters over there now, so it's going to be a lot less wrecks soon. Well, there's still a few rather large ones. Oh, interesting. That's very interesting. So, they will not surrender quite yet. Because the defensive strength of our divisions is 167. Required for them to surrender is 233. But we can fix that somewhat easily, I'd say. It might take a few moments, but I'll probably do that off camera. I'll get probably some garrison troops here and make sure that we can start utilizing the planet for our own needs, for the sake of science, I'll say, or something like that. But anyway, I do believe we are actually out of time for this episode already. Yeah, we are. So, if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Also, check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, bye-bye.